Says I'm live. Fantastic. You're live. Appreciate you. YouTube. True, I agree. What's up, zombie? How's it going? First live? Let's go. Welcome to the stream. Let's go ahead and get ourselves going here. We got two things we're doing today, so let's get started. Welcome to the Sonic-a-thon epilogue once again, where I'm checking out a bunch of stuff that I didn't have the chance to do during the Sonic-a-thon, and one of those was the sub-goal for Shadow Generations Expert Mode. This is made by the GOAT 7YU7, also famous for making the no mid-level cutscenes mod for Shadow Gens. I'm using the same animation mods that I was using during the Sonic-a-thon, and only Kingdom Valley Act 1 and Act 2 and Chaos Island Act 1 and Act 2 are done. So, we're gonna give... Okay. We're gonna give these a go and see what happens. Okay, I see what they're doing there. That's cool. That's sort of strange that it seems the ropes are broken. Like, I have to make sure I don't stomp too quickly here. I will also be doing Sonic Generations Expert Mode at some point, but I may not have... Or I have something else I want to look at today, so we may not be looking at it right at the moment. Yo, Cookie! You figured out the time. I'm proud of you. Okay. The camera volume's not there. I don't know if that's part of the difficulty or not. Oh, golly. I know I've only played like 30 seconds of this stage, but so far this very much feels like what if Sonic Team made a hard mode level for Shadow Gens. But I guess we'll see as we continue on. The 2D acts are also done, so... Yeah, true, no work today. Gym early, let's go, brother. Let me check real quick to make sure the YouTube is working, because I'm not seeing anything on my side. Okay, it says it's working, so we're gonna go with it. Sorry about that. Got to make sure things working. Yo, thanks for the test game, Ninja. Looks like we're good to go. I have it happen sometimes where the chat literally just doesn't appear. Oh god. Okay, you do get rings. What's up, Astro? Because I think there's been several streams. Like, it could just be that no one's talking, which is fine. Sometimes that's the case, but other times, like, there have been people trying to talk, and then they come to Twitch and they're like, hey, how come you're not reading YouTube messages? Because they're ass. That's why. Hard expert modes making an official return would be cool.
3 months BBG.
Yo, 12! Thank you so much. Oh, a moving rainbow ring? That's fun. Too bad, like, the magnetization for rainbow rings and grind rails in this game are actually absurd. I wonder if there's any, like, penalty for doing the pillar skip. Alright, whatever. Of course, I got it easily the first time, then I ate my words the second time. Okay, I'm gonna need to... I do have chaos control, but I want to save that just in case. I'm going to... Oh yeah, that's right, I can get boost from recollecting rings, which is hilarious. Doing well, we're trying out Shadow Generations Expert Mode. Wait, is that not the right pillar? Is it not the middle one? There's no way the pillar's changed, right? I swear it was that one. Dude, it might actually be a different pillar. That's crazy. Either that or I'm just super dumb, and because the level's changed, my muscle memory doesn't find the right spot. Can I do the big skip, or is there, Oh, seems good still. I don't know, I feel like that's a thing that you don't have access to changing when it comes to just making a mod. But, I don't know. Who made this? 7YU7, the creator of this. Okay, I do have 0. Yep, and we're back here. What's up, Kylogius? Yesterday, your gameplay inspired me. I'm glad you were inspired by my pointing and clicking. I swear it was that pillar. Is it this one? No, that's too close. Yeah, something's up there. Just put lasers, dude. I don't know, this is feeling very comparable to, like, the One Ring challenges and stuff that are in the base game, so... I would say, like... the vibe of the difficulty is definitely feeling very Sonic Teamy at the moment. Shadow Generation Sonic Team, of course. Yo, what up, Philip? 12, I recommend checking the... I guess... this is my... this is my calling that I need to make an announcements channel in the Discord, because it seems a lot of people miss the thing. Is the altered animations mod. Okay. I think I can stomp here. Okay. Altered animations also adjust a bunch of other things, but the jump ball is one of them. What's up, Jelly? I think you'd like the Shadow Gen speedrun. At the very least, if you don't like the any %, you could give the Rego thing a try. Hey, love the nod to the speedrun skip there. What was I saying? If you don't like the any % of Shadow Gens, you can always give LTS a try as well. AKA the Stelmo category, true. No, someone like creamed my time. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, these are tornadoes from Radical Highway. I don't know if they're retextured or not. That's really cool. Oh, that's cool. You have to use, like, the little boost the air boost gives you to get, like, a triple jump there. Oh, oh, fuck! The water sounds are really loud. I can barely hear the music. That's a good first showing. I think that level was super sick. Like, that felt like a very natural extension of what I would expect from, like, a hard mode from this game. That was really cool. I really like that. All the challenge felt fair. So, let's go into Act 2 and see what happens here. Cool. Okay. I love the enemies kind of being a factor here. Like, they're aggressive. Yo, hydrate. Remember, that's for everyone. Not just for me. Well, I did kind of give it away that I was going to be changing the stream time. Oh! Oh, that's a shortcut, taking advantage of the platform moving. That's super cool. Well, that's just kind of the prequel thing, is that you know what's gonna happen, but, like, seeing how it unfolds is the interesting part. Like, obviously we know Maria and Gerald aren't gonna be in future games. So... Oh, shit. But seeing, like, how it came to be in Shadow Genza's case is the cool part. It was just for a little tension at the very end to show Shadow's panic, I think. Pretty cliche for this kind of story, but not bad, I don't think. Ooh, was the emblem had a different color on that door, or is it always blue? Whoo! Hey, Akak, shut up! What's up, Mecha Shadow? How's it going? His character wasn't really completed in this game. I would say more honored, because at least at this point, Shadow is now basically back to where he was at the end of Shadow 05. So hopefully, maybe in the next game, we get characterization like Sonic 06's Shadow. Because of all the wrongs that game did, Shadow's character was not one of them. Yeah, exactly, like the Star Wars prequels. I was gonna make the comparison, but I felt that was a little too, a little too on the nose. Okay. I guess I could chaos control. Oh. Well, that was a bad use. How to not use chaos control. Oh, slide use? Let's go. Like I said, mods add in the reason for the slide. Oh, okay, that's it. God, getting that top route must be really difficult with those spikes. You can look in the description of Twitch shills. Like when you click into the channel, there's a little description and it'll tell you when, what the stream schedule is. Or you can look below the stream. That's not as accurate though, because I have to put a specific time and I'm not streaming at a specific time anymore. No, Nightbot! RIP. What's up, Cosmic? How's it going, bro? Yeah, I'll make the announcement channel after the stream today. You're so right. I know, because I put it there. I'm surprised nothing was changed there. Midnight Bot, rest in peace. He's just having a little error. It happens. I don't know. When it comes to Sage at this point, like, if there's something that interests me, I'll take a look at it, but... that would be an interesting announcement, Murray. I don't remember what that reference is from. I know it's from something, but I can't remember. To say what today? What are we saying today? Nominate Real Deal as the new Nightbot. Yeah, I don't know. Love seeing Unleashed Jump Ball. Yeah, the Unleashed Jump Ball is a bit messy. I don't really like it that much. The Frontiers Jump Ball is worse. Or Forces Jump Ball, I guess, is when it was changed. What did I just say? Forces jump ball? That one definitely felt a little bit more fan, but it's also 2D, so there's not as much as you can do. Okay. It was still fun, though. Like, obviously it is fan. Like, the goal is not necessarily to make it feel like a natural... At least, on the mod page, it doesn't say anything about, like, this is meant to feel like what Sonic Team would do. It's just, like, making the levels harder. It just so happened that Kingdom Valley Act 1 felt very much like something Sonic Team would do. Oh, I gotta get my Doom Morph game back out. I am definitely not excelling at it. Just Kingdom Valley and Chaos Island at the moment. It's fun, though. I say for Kingdom Valley alone, give the mod a try. I want to try to do a skip, but I'm just not working. Oh, fuck. In order to do that, I have to be in Doom Morph. That's wild. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think I'm ever gonna do like any like official Sage stuff anymore. If I do Sage stuff, it's just gonna be me looking at games I find interesting. Hey! Unused state in Shadow Gens. But all the frontier states are still in. There's some like mod loader codes and stuff to enable drop dash and stuff. Yeah, I guess I've never mentioned that. Shadow and Shadow Gens can do all the same actions that Sonic can in Frontiers, like the wall climb, the bounce stomp attack, the drop dash, and all that. They're just disabled. If you want to use them again, you can enable a lot of them with the Hedge Mod Manager. But it's really cool when Shadow Gen mods take advantage of that. The Doom powers being like the Wisp? That's actually a good comparison. Oh, the Wisp powers are also fun in, like, colors. Yo. Okay. I don't think that quite worked how it was supposed to. It would make sense he would lose him at the end? Well, yeah, without Black Doom, how would he have the Doom powers? It's both. It's... we have to have an explanation why Shadow doesn't have the Doom powers in later games. And also, it makes sense because Black Doom is dead. And he got his powers from him. Yacker Generations, 2028. I have no interest in Bubsy. What's up, Ozsox? How's it going? What the fuck, man? I just want to keep going with the level. Yeah, we'll have Shadow Gens 2, where we play Kronos Island, and we'll see Giganto Gangnam styling in the pit as we grind by. I can definitely see that train of thought, though. I always like the idea that Sonic and Shadow are the same, and if one can do it, the other can. Like they hint at in Sonic, or I guess, like they demonstrate in Sonic Adventure 2. So the idea that the Doom powers are actually just negative versions of the Wisp is a really neat connection. Obviously, the Frenzy Wisp exists, which is supposed to be the evil one, but still makes sense. Oh my god. Dude, the dark speed dash. It would be the same speed as light speed. Oh my god. This is definitely harder than Kingdom Valley was. I'm glad I played that one first. I'm dead. It's okay, let him be right, let him be right. It's always a moment of pride to correct the streamer. I'm surprised we haven't seen like a level edit mod that adds night into the pit in Chaos Island or something. I actually haven't used Angry Zor's dev tools to see what's over there. I think this, exactly. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of that, like, current Sonic games do is not allowing you to recollect your rings when you get hit. I guess you can do that in Shadow Gen, so never mind. But, like, if you want to make a hard... Because, like, with a normal Sonic level, like, obviously you want the difficulty to ramp up as the game progresses, but it doesn't ever need to be, like, extremely difficult. That's why the ring system is so forgiving. But, like, having these difficult challenges and a series of checkpoints to continue on. Lack of checkpoints is also a good way to have difficulty without lives. Sonic Gens kind of has that with the doppelganger race, because I don't think there's checkpoints in those levels. The ring system doesn't necessarily take away the challenge, because you still get knockback. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Oh, that's really neat. Oh, 100%. I made a short about that before. I missed the short hop, too. Like, especially in early Sonic, they want you to be good at the game. You know, they give you the ring system. They give you room to build speed and stuff. Like, I'm not really looking for a Sonic game to be challenging because the challenge is in the replay and perfecting your routes and stuff and exploring. So I think, like, just knockback and completely break in your flow. Which boost kind of unfortunate. I suppose it started with the spin dash, I guess. Specifically in Sonic Adventure, because I don't think the spin dash is particularly busted in terms of challenge in the classic games. Yeah. I think the easier a Sonic game is without it being brain dead, like Forces or something, is like the perfect. Because the easier the game is, I think the more it incentivizes you to want to replay it and try to get better. Oh, am I just fucked? Oh no, they retract. Adventure 1 kind of gets a little silly. Like, are there? Oh, we're surfing! Surfing on the lava, all right. That's cool. 3 and K can be a little cheap in the back half of the game with crushers and stuff. Actually, it's really only Lava Reef I'm thinking of. Lava Reef 2 specifically. Crushing is just really aggravating in Sonic games. It's probably my least favorite insta-kill hazard other than the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit is just annoying because it goes against Sonic, like, Sonic's idea. That the punishment is you now have to take a slower route. We surf on lava now? We surf on lava now.
Let's do this.
Yeah, unlocks are a great extrinsic incentive. I love the red rings. Like, the red rings in Generations are fantastic because you get something for everything. Like, every single red ring gives you something. I think Sonic 1 has bottomless pits and scrap range. And I think there might be one in Starlight. But Sonic 1, 2, and 3 very rarely have bottomless pits. Though, like, Wing Fortress and Flying Battery do have bottomless pits. Spring Yard has a pit? You gotta put rings after a checkpoint? Yeah, I'd agree with you on that. I think there should be, like, a 3 ring there or something. Every Sonic game has some element of reaction-based gameplay. It's just Unleash's speed is so high that it became more of a focus because, well, when you have instant access to max speed. That's another thing I was thinking about recently, like, I kind of felt, with Boost, even though I like Boost as it is, I definitely feel that some of the magic is gone with Boost because you have access to max speed all the time. Like in Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2, you don't know what the true max speed of the character is. And I think that's why glitches like M-Speed, D-Speed, and QSS are so alluring, is because you truly do not know how fast you can go. And that's something in the classics too, like you can do some insane, like you can get some insane speed, but there's no like easy measure to tell of, oh, I'm at Sonic's max speed. Like, it always feels like there's a way that you can go just a little bit faster, and I think Boost kind of kills that, because it's like, oh, here's the max speed all the time. And that's as fast as you're ever gonna go. Yeah, this, from what I remember, this definitely feels Final Horizon-y. Frontiers' collectibles were annoying because you had the portal gears and the vault keys. Like, you had to unlock a collectible to unlock a collectible. And the collectibles did nothing other than unlock stuff. Like, I guess I should say, they did nothing other than, like, B keys to unlock things. Like, that's why I wish it was a little bit more streamlined and, like, memory tokens was all you needed for Chaos Emeralds talking to the characters, or, whatever the third thing is. Cyberspace? I don't think I mentioned that. Whatever it is else they unlock. That was pretty good. I think I'm just bad with Doom Morph, so I had a worse time there. Would you have to need to do Master King Coco blindfolded? I guess that's just the 300 sub $900 thing. Like I said, I'd do it for at least 20 hours, I suppose. I did. You can even see it here in Shadow Gens, like, without spear gliding, like, your air boost, your jump, like, nothing feels like it flows together. Like, there's no... So, to get Math Major on you, there's this thing called the Intermediate Value Theorem, where, if there are two value, like if you know that there is a value of something and that value increases to a greater thing, like a car. Like, you know that at one point you're driving on the highway and you're going 40 miles an hour, and then 10 minutes later you're going 60 miles an hour. What the intermediate value theorem says is that because those two values existed, it has to exist that, that all the values in between also exist. Like, you didn't go straight from 40 to 60. You had to gradually increase. Like, not linearly. Like, you could have increased to 45 and back to 40. But to get from 40 to 60, you had to go 41, 42, 43, you know, whatever. And, like, newer Sonic games don't have that. You have slow and you have fast. You have 40 and then you have 60. Like, even the earlier boost games, when you press the boost button, Sonic would accelerate to the max boost speed, not instantly boost. Which is kind of funny, because, like, current boost games portray Sonic's speed like how it is in TV shows, that he literally just instantly gets up to speed. Which is kind of funny that it's not as fun in gameplay to have it like that. It's not really momentum. It's really just acceleration and deacceleration. They're just, the values, if they either don't exist or they're just too small. Oh, there's a switch up here, okay. What's up, Shax? What about it, Snook? Can I get back up here? I don't know. Oh, that's fun. I think there's a balance of flying over the level design. Like, Frontiers is definitely too much, and I would also say that Shadow Gens at points can also be too much, especially if you're using the Doom Wings. But, like, flying over the level design isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just a bad thing when that's all you're doing. Like, if you watch a Frontier speedrun, and I know people have fun with it, and good for them. But, like, if you watch a Frontier speedrun, it's literally slingshot from point to point. Like, Sonic, you just fly. That's all you do, is you just fly from point to point. And I think that's, like, what makes a lot of... It's funny, too, because it's what makes a lot of open world games a little, like, lamer. Is, like, once the Breath of the Wild bomb thing was discovered, not wind bombs, but, like, the thing where you can, have Link hold two bombs at once, and because the collision pushes him, he just flies. Like, it's... Yeah, it's also earned flight, too, I think, Verge, and that's a big part of it. At the very least, Wings is a power-up. Yeah. About that, though, like wind bombs and the bullet time bounce, I don't think they're as bad because Breath of the Wild's map is so huge. Like, I think there's also a case to be made of... fuck. There's also a case to be made of, like, if the map is big enough, being able to fly over some of it isn't a huge problem. It's when it's, like, the, like, debug mode. Like, I can't remember what the name of the damn trick is called in Breath of the Wild. Where you, like, use the bow to store a bomb, and then you, like, flick the stick in order to make it work. I actually think that spear gliding itself would be a lot better of a mechanic if Shadow did decelerate, just at a slower rate. Like, he just doesn't decelerate at all. Golly, I agree, Ak. Oh my god, it's so good to have a div back, man. Oh, what was this? Wings don't allow you to plow through things. Also, like, that's just kind of a sad part about Shadow Gens is previous levels aren't designed around, future Doom powers. Like, there isn't a Doom Blast route in Space Colony Arc. Similarly, the only stage that's really designed around the Doom Wings is Radical Highway 1. Like, Radical Highway 2 a little bit, but not as much. Slorp Glorpin. True. What's up, Doommorph? How we doing post-Sonic-a-thon? Well. Fuck. This is tough. Oh yeah, and Arc too, because that's like the demo of it. You mean Westopolis Highway? No, that's Tokyo. If I want momentum, I'll go play Counter-Strike B-Hop. Okay. Wow. That was just 4 levels, too. That was a good time. Oh, man. 7YU7, I'm looking forward to what more you have in store for us, because that was a good time. Alrighty, if you are watching on the VOD, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see ya in the next one. Okay. Now, what's next on the agenda is not going to be Sonic Generations Expert Mode. I'm going to save that for a later date. But what I would like to do is, because Sonic Advance 3... Yep, stream's over. Pack your bags, man. 30-minute stream. Because I was so interested and enjoyed, for the most part, Sonic Advance 3 SP, I wanted to take a look at Tracker's Sonic Advance 2 SP as well. And it's just another excuse to play Sonic Advance 2, so definitely not upset about that. Let's see. There. Do I still have my Sonic Advance 2 background, or did I overwrite it for Sonic Advance 3? Let me see. Hopefully I was smart and made them layers. Aha, I was. I don't have the Advance 1, but there isn't any mod for Advance 1 I'm looking for at the moment. I love it when I don't erase my work and I need it again. Dude, Advance 2 is so fun, bro. I love it. I think I'm gonna need this. Probably gonna have to adjust the sound a bit. Let's run a reset. Yeah, I gotta increase the gain a bit here. I think this is about as loud as the game's gonna get, so I'm happy with where that is. Let's make sure the controller's working. Looks to be. Let's get this going. Welcome back to the Sonic-a-thon epilogue, where I'm trying out some things that I learned about during the Sonic-a-thon itself, but didn't have time to during the main marathon, and finishing up the sub-goals that I didn't get to either. This is Sonic Advance 2 SP, which was made prior to Sonic Advance 3 SP, by Tracker, TD, same person that made Sonic Advance 3 SP. And I just wanted to try it out. I thought Sonic Advance 3 SP was a very interesting ROM hack, so it's Sonic Advance 2. I love excuses to play Sonic Advance 2. So this has level design edits. You can see there are no spikes there like there are in the normal game. So it has some level edits to make things more forgiving. There are some changes in the back half of the game. Unlike Advance 3 SP, though, there are no changes that I could see in, like, the changelog or README or anything to the character abilities. So we're just going to play through as Sonic again because this game's made for him. And, yeah. Yeah, adding some extrinsic motivation. See, what I love about extrinsic motivation in video games is that it's both beneficial for extrinsically motivated players and intrinsically motivated players, because intrinsically motivated players are already going to play the game. And extrinsically motivated players are going to have incentive to play the game. So it's like, you know, why not add collectibles? Yes, I know, it's a wild thing. But in fact, the Sonic game is made for Sonic. The bosses aren't changed, but they're not nearly as garbage as they are in Sonic Advance 3, so we'll still go through here. Hello, Ak. Pretty sure we've overused the word momentum. Some people gotten tired of it, and some have called it out and aren't even used the word correctly anymore. Yeah, but there's also this thing. I have a pet peeve. Oh, also, real quick, Sonic Advance 2 SP also changes the special ring requirement. So, the original Sonic Advance 2 special stage requirement sucks because there are 7 special rings that you acquire in a stage, and guess how many you need in order to get to the special stage at the end? All 7. So you not only have to find them, but you have to do a very specific route all in one run to get all of the special rings to get to the special stage, and it's absolutely ass. And if you want to unlock Amy, you have to do that with all 4 of the other characters in the game. Sonic Advance SP changes it to where you only need 5 of them, and I believe it adds more special rings into the stage itself. So that's very cool, and we may accidentally see a special stage here. But yeah. That's kind of a theme of the advanced games, is that regardless of the quality of the main game itself, the special stages are always aids to either get to or complete. Yeah, I'll be very interested to see how more of the end of the game behaves, because it does warn in the README that there will be, like, bottomless pits and difficult enemy placements later on. I have such trouble with the depth perception in Advance 1 special stages. Anyway, the thread I was gonna go on earlier is that I have a pet peeve of when I understand what people mean when they say words, yet correct anyway. Like, if I said something like, oh, like, I'm having a lot of fun playing as Shadow right now. You know I mean Sonic, but if you go out of my way to correct me anyway, it's just really fucking annoying. Same thing, I think, with momentum. I know when most people are talking about momentum in a Sonic game, they're talking about just the physics in general and how the character behaves and how much speed they have when they do certain actions. They're just like, okay, I get it. I don't give a fuck. Being pedantic about, like, well, it's actually not momentum that's the problem. Like, dude, whatever. It's a fucking video game. Advance 1 is goated. Advance 1 really falls off near the end, but it's a pretty good time until that point. No, like, I get the point. I think there are normally spikes there. They are not there now. I'll be interested. There's definitely an infamous part in Music Plant I'm thinking of. I'm curious to see if that changes here. I don't think Sonic 2 falls off near the end. I don't think, like, if we're talking just the speed stages, I don't think Sonic Adventure or Adventure 2 really fall off near the end. I think they stay a pretty consistent quality throughout the game. Like, if we're talking about the literal definition of momentum, if you want to actually about it, like, yeah, every Sonic game has momentum. Like, when you do an action, there is some of your speed that is kept after the action. Unless you have the fucking jump decel cranked all the way to 100 in Frontiers or some shit like that. But... like, if you do an action in a video game and then let go of the controller and that action continues, like, that movement continues, that's momentum. It's like, okay, I get it. But, like, you know, just being like, well, it's not actually momentum. Who gives a fuck? You know what they mean. Yeah, cannon score is cool. I could definitely see the dickish enemies, or, like, enemy spots that are meant to be a gotcha moment for new players in the latter half of Adventure 2, but I wouldn't call them dickish. Especially in a 3D game, like, you have ample time to notice. Like, you know, if you're new to a Sonic game, you're gonna run into some shit, 2D or 3D. I also love Advance 2. It's one of my favorites. No, they're running to the altar. That really far distance to the altar. You know, Sonic and Knuckles famously slow characters. For Shadow to do a 2-minute boss fight. The idea is so funny, though, that, like, Shadow has to distract the Bio-Lizard so they can get through. Like, this is Sonic and Knuckles we're talking about. I think they can easily maneuver around how slow the Bio-Lizard moves.
3, 2, 1, go!
Sonic is building momentum. Riders, honestly, has very little momentum because the engine's firing the whole time. But I guess unlike the trick system and stuff, when you do a jump, you kind of carry some speed, I guess. That is kind of funny, though, that the game that actually says the word has the littlest case of it. It is the stage from PO6. It's a very good stage mod, too. He catches up later. Like, they're there for a moment. Shadow needed his redemption before the end of the game, so... Well, if you made the side characters play like Sonic, then that's not a problem at all. Alternate characters are never the issue in Sonic games. It's when the alternate characters are forced down your throat and they play nothing like how Sonic plays in the Sonic the Hedgehog game. Like in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, we got fucking Mario, Luigi, and the Toads, and guess what? They all play like Mario, but it's still fun to play as the alternate characters, even if they play the same, just for fun. Like, you don't gotta reinvent the wheel with a new character. Give them an ability that makes them stand out, or, like in Shadow's case, make them exactly the same. Like, it's still fun.
2, 1, go!
If you put an egregious amount of time into it, I see the vision on the treasure hunting stages. Like, when I use the race mod for the treasure hunting stages and the emeralds are in a single location, it is quite exhilarating, because I turn the levels into a point A to point B. You're stuck on Cannon's Core? You don't know what to do? What section? You can check out my playthrough of Adventure 2 if you need guidance on where to go. Final Horizon does the multiple playable characters well. It's just that, like, Sonic's not insanely fun to play as. So, because the other characters are extensions of Sonic, and the weird shit like giving Amy and Tails, or is it Amy and Knuckles, like, pauses before they start their boost. Oh, it's Amy's boost and then, like, Knuckles' glide was certainly the decision of all time. I am interested in playing DK Bonanza. Yeah, I would say at this current point, I'm just playing Advance 2. Like, I've seen some minor changes, like a spike removed or a spring changed here or there, but... And, like, obviously the special ring changes, but in terms of the level design specifically, I haven't noticed much difference. But especially playing Advance 2, like, basically directly after Advance 3, I can really now see the juxtaposition of what I'm talking about, is how, like, Sonic Advance 2's levels really roll. Like, they roll, they slope up and down, and all around. Whereas Advance 3's levels are a lot more, like, blocky in colors, like.
3, 2,
Best stage music over? Advance 2's soundtrack is just good overall. I also would imagine, just because I'm better at Advance 2 than I am at Advance 3, I'm taking routes through the stages that are unchanged. So. You talking about this one last night? Advance 2 do have them curves. See the Advance culture war going strong? Okay. Dude, why can't everybody just like the thing, even though some of them have big problems? Why can't you just like everything like I do? We like all 3 games? I don't like Advance 3. Okay, maybe except you. I am the only person with that opinion. Am I the only one that doesn't like Sonic Advance 3? Yes? What? People who like Sonic Advance 3 are just blinded by the team mechanic. And don't understand, like I do, the level design problems it has. Because a single character ability doesn't make the game. That you don't even get until over halfway through, because you don't unlock Amy until Toy Kingdom. Now, I can't be Advance 3's #1 hater because, there's gotta be someone out there that doesn't like Advance 3's team mechanic, and I like the team mechanic, so. I'm blinded by Advance 2's boost mechanic? No, I just understand all the intricacies and how the boost mode, works, complementing the level design and... I think you just have a skill issue with Sonic Advance 2 is all I'm saying. If you say skill issue with Advanced 3, you're just being pedantic. You're blinded by nostalgia. Someone's gonna write a fire argument to all this in the comments, and they're not gonna understand. It's ironic. I would hope you're at least playing into the bit, Verge. I'm not blinded by nostalgia because I'm too smart in my analyzation of Sonic levels. I've been playing this game since I used to poop my pants, and, well, I pooped in them yesterday, so I guess it hasn't been that long. Routing and time attack is fun in Advanced 3? Oh, okay, little bro, sit down. It's okay. It's great. We have an enemy game for all three eras. I got CD for classic. I got Advanced 3 for Advanced 3 for adventure, and then Frontiers for modern. So we can have some variety in our shit posts. Classic blinded by the team mechanic. I think way less highly of Frontiers than I do Unleashed. Let me tell you, once we get Frontiers recompiled, oh, it's over. A new Spider-Man? Where? No one talks about the 8-bit Sonics except for everyone who talks about the 8-bit Sonics. Imagine liking a game where only Sonic is fun? You like Advanced 3, what do you mean? I hope, this is unironic, is that I hope the only time I will play Sonic Frontiers Vanilla all the way through again, if it's for a charity stream or a sub goal. I will not go out of my way to ever play through Frontiers again. Vanilla Frontiers, anyway. Wow, dude, poor Knuckles, man. Bro's leaving out the Knuckles-Amy combo? What a larper for Advanced 3. Yeah, 900 subs, true. True and real. Oh, hey! Look at that change. This is a good change. Dare I say that's probably how that section should have been from the start. Rather than the really bad one. I think for some long stream, I want to give Frontiers Revisited a legitimate try. That game is just, like, really hard to showcase. Because there's so much content and it's so long. Oh, okay. I don't think there's normally a platform there. That was a cool change as well. See, this is what I was expecting. Once we got to Sky Canyon, we were gonna start seeing more stuff. Especially because with that part at the beginning of Act 2, you're not missing anything, because I'm like 90% sure it's just a bottomless pit if you fuck up there anyway. No, I wouldn't do that. When I played Revisited, I thought that it had the best physics system mod that I had seen for Frontiers at the time. Other than, like, the little bit of Unlimited I got to showcase. The thing that kind of sucks to me about Unlimited, though, is I watched Proto do the Green Forest stage with his new cyberspace physics, and I'm like, wow. It took a physics overhaul mod for the stage to be almost as good as the stage in Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, no, every change I saw there is near objective improvement. I think those were all very good changes. Is this game perfect? No. The only games I could really consider to be near perfection are Minecraft and Mega Man X. You may have never played it, but if you've, like, watched playthroughs or seen Flash animations, you probably have a decent amount of experience with Advance 2. Yeah. Advance 2 music was used all the time, well, because it's really good, and does a really good job with what it has to work with the GBA. Okay, well, if you're just talking about, like, games. The only problem with chess is that it can be a solved game. Obviously, probably not even in our lifetimes will we ever see what the solution is to always win a game of chess. Theoretically, it exists, but we probably won't see it. Other than that, yeah. It's, like, just mechanically complex enough without being overbearing, and it's fun to learn and get good at. GG easy. Yeah, anyone who sucks at the Sky Canyon boss just has a skill issue, bruh. Can you beat chess in half an A press? Or bottomless pits, as some call it. I would absolutely call it a bottomless pit over out of bounds. Sure, maybe a bottomless pit can fit the stage theme, but I like to see bottomless pits in Sonic used as sparingly as possible. Because especially without a life system, a bottomless pit isn't a punishment, it's just a do it again. Because the original intention was not to be able to restart these levels, like, off-rip. It was like, oh shit, you fell down. Guess what, motherfucker? You gotta deal with it. Yeah, literally, Beats. Good morning, bro. How you doing? Internet better today? Wish SBO got more attention? Play Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's very fun. Played it for the first time yesterday and had a great time. Well, in almost every Sonic game, you have 2 hit points. So, you have the 1 ring, and then... Or I guess you only have 1 hit point, I suppose. Could you lose them all? You just need at least one. Yo, what's up, Henry Sketch? I've been well, man. How are you doing? Gave Advance 2 a try? Yeah, give it a try. It might be frustrating at first. If you want, though, you can... Oh, you mean Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's short for a visual novel? I think its brevity is its strength, for sure. I never played a visual novel game before, and I liked the... It's a free game, too, so... Like, I guess you could say it's like a baby's first visual novel, kind of like how Pokemon's baby's first RPG. You missed Battle? I didn't play Sonic Battle. Sonic Battle is a very boring stream game. And the coolest part about it is its story. Yeah, I know that captivates the youth. Mushroom Hill Zone is my favorite zone. When it comes to the story mode, yeah. And honestly, I'd say that a 100% save file doesn't really help Emerald, because then you just have all the ultimate moves. Mushroom Hill is just, like, for me, feels like the most thoroughly made classic Sonic zone. Like, there's so many routes. In Act 2, you have the weather changing. And then, obviously, the exploration for the special rings is just really fun. That's just a fun part of Sonic 3 in general. Like, as fun as Sonic games are to go fast in, I think there's a really fun element of exploration that not a lot of the games in the series really nail. Sonic 3 is a game that nails it super well, especially because 2 of its characters are really, really good for exploration. So what's my next video gonna be about? Sonic, probably. If you're talking about main channel videos. I don't have any curveballs in the works yet. There is one I want to make, but I had to put it on hold for everything else. What I can tell you is that I currently have 2 massive projects in the works. And I'm very excited to showcase both of them. Deeper than Kingdom Valley 1? That's hard to say because it's like 2D versus 3D. So like there's more going on in Kingdom Valley 1 specifically because of that third dimension, but like same vibes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Like, literally, because Mushroom Hill is 2D, it can't do what Kingdom Valley does, so it's hard to really compare them. I overall think that the 3 and K design is better, but Sonic 2 is also really good. I think that's a 2 cake situation. Sonic 2's pace is incredible. Like, that is just an obscenely well-paced video game. Outside of maybe Metropolis having 3 acts. I know a lot of people don't like that. Hello, Neon Seth. How you doing? You know, I don't really know how intentional it was, but I love the genius of Sonic 2's Death Egg Zone, whether it was intentional or not. Like, it's a very short stage, you have the 0 rings, but Silver Sonic is there, which is a fairly easy boss fight, which gives you a little win every single time you reattempt the Death Egg robot. Like, I think the addition of Silver Sonic was just super smart, so that it's not like you're smashing your head against the wall against the Death Egg robot. Like, even if you know the spin dash trick to get the 4 free hits, at least every time you attempt Death Egg Zone, you almost always get a small win with Silver Sonic first before you have to try the Death Egg robot again. I think it was a very cool thing they did with that. What's up, Gale? It's going well over here, man. Hope your break's going well and you're doing some good work today. Titanic Monarch is very good, yeah. I don't know, that's hard to say. I feel like it's a mixture of the two. Like, because I think there are some levels, like Green Hill Act 2, that definitely feel more Sonic 2, and then there's, I guess appropriately, like Hydro City 1, which feels more like something that 3 and K would do. Yeah, and like Green Hill 1, like even Green Hill 1, got paid today? Let's go, bro. Don't forget the contract. I think 10% of your pay goes to the stream or something like that. I can't remember what I wrote. The crayon smudged on it. Paid a day early, too. That's pretty awesome. Oh, there's a cheap enemy placement. Yours says 50%. My thoughts on Iron Gate? It's like a fine introductory level. I don't really think much of it. Gotta pay the stream tax, it's true. Yeah, it's my southern accent, I guess, that makes me say cran. I also say lure, like for fishing lure. That's probably the most southern United States I get. Not like a fully featured 3D water level, but there are like underwater sections in Emerald Coast, and Frontiers has some. I think the biggest one is like the Ares Island when you're unlocking the pyramid thing. Well, I live in Missouri. I think that's the South. Depends on what you think of the Missouri Compromise, I guess. You can play my state in Sonic Unleashed. Very misrepresented in that game, though. There's a lot of black people for some reason. Yeah, Colors Generations. I don't think there's an underwater 3D part in Generations. Missouri may be smack dab in the middle, but it's definitely a southern state, just because of how rural it is. Yes, Missouri is in the Midwest. It's like the direct middle of the country. Knew that elephant looked familiar. Hey! Shout out Ajax. I was actually the giraffe, though. It was almost good, 12. It was almost good. I think I'm gonna end after XX Zone. I don't think fighting the final boss is necessary. This was a nice Sonic Advance 2 playthrough. Again, I think just because I'm better at this game, I didn't really get to see a lot of the lower routes and stuff. But what I did see, like, especially Sky Canyon, I think we also took one in Techno Base. Because Advanced 2's quality, like, does start to falter after Ice Paradise, so I don't think the first 4 stages really needed much alteration, but I think the changes made to Sky Canyon were unequivocally better than the base game, so, like, just play Advanced 2 SP. It's definitely worth it. Even if it doesn't change as much as Advanced 3 SP does. But that's the thing, is that sometimes a game doesn't need many improvements, just small ones to make the playthrough better. True, Philip, true. I need a fucking true emote. I was thinking of using, like, the Riders cutscene with, like, with Eggman pointing the guns at Jet and Sonic with, like, true on them. Yep, you only need 5 special rings, and I believe more replaced throughout the level. I don't know if Advanced 3 SP is really going to change your minds, but it does make the playthrough more enjoyable. Because both of these hacks, like, the game itself is fundamentally the same. It's just, like, little additions and tweaks. Which is, like, great for an improvement hack. That, like, basically, if you want to play the game near identically to the vanilla game, you can. Yeah, no, it's not like, oh my god, this is, like, the most amazing thing ever now. But, like, it's a better experience. For sure. I wouldn't say quality of life. I guess, like, maybe the special ring is quality of life, but making level design changes is definitely not quality of life. What is the most amazing thing ever? Haley. Haley is a thing? Yeah. I put her on my itemized deductions on my taxes. She was actually standing with the cue card off screen, but you couldn't see it. Blink twice if you're in danger. Like, both eyes? So, is a blink considered both? I guess because a wink would be one eye. But shouldn't it be a blink, be one eye, and then blinks? But blinks is the verb. Is blink always a verb? Yeah, I guess blink's... I've confused myself. Blink's the time sweeper mentioned. Yep. Philip, check DMs. This guy. All that work I did for you. I don't know if it's gonna be any faster, to be honest with you, but it might be. My bad, it is your bad. Garbage human being. Might actually be the worst person I've ever met. Oh shit, I just jumped right into that. Oh, I got him. I'm not really a huge fan of watching soccer, but I like going to soccer games. Soccer just pisses me off because I dislike that the meta is pretend to be hurt. So that you can get a foul. And it annoys the fuck out of me. As a person who played a sport where if you're in possession of the ball, you can do whatever the fuck you want to the player besides drown them. I played water polo for context. I know most people don't know what that is, but the rule in that is if you are in possession of the ball, like, they can shove you underwater, they can pull, like, grab and pull your arm and shit. It's only when you let go of the ball does it become a penalty. I did play water polo, yeah. Both me and my brother did. I just don't really care for watching sports in general. I like hockey because there's pretty much constant movement. Like, I'm not like a hockey guy, but like I'm not gonna go out of my way to purchase like a thing to watch a hockey game. But if it's on, and like if it's on at someone's house, like I'll watch it and I'll enjoy it. Oh my god, my ring, my beautiful ring. Oh fuck. Yeah, I used to not be into hockey fights for kind of the same reason. It's like, okay, whatever, but they can be fun. It's not like they can really hurt each other anyway because they have so much padding, you can't really, like, throw a punch. Like, in terms of watching sports, like, I don't really care for professional sports, but when the Olympics is on, fucking amazing. The silver lining of when I busted my sciatic nerve in February is that it was over the duration of the Winter Olympics, so I just got to watch pretty much that all day, because I literally couldn't do anything else. Boxing? I've never watched boxing, but in college I watched UFC. Hey, you wanna shoot your arm out? It might actually be better to leave one arm because it's really easy to dodge, and I think he fires the laser less when there's a arm left. It's okay, Ak, I forgive you. Oh my god, I accidentally did the fucking dash. Basketball is fine. I just feel like the court is too small for the size of the players. Like, there's very little travel time between the sides of the court. True, I agree. I feel like the amount of hits those bosses took in XX Zone here was less, but I might be lying. Yeah, and that was Sonic Advance 2 SP. No harm, no foul. Oh my god, my mouse cursor. I forgot to change that from yesterday. That might have been on screen the entire time. That's awesome. Let me change that right now. Well, regardless, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed my mouse cursor being on screen the entire time. Until next time for the VOD watchers, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Sonic-a-thon Epilogue. I guess we'll let the thing play out here. Woo! New grass? No way! Okay. So, we might be doing something a little crazy, guys. I know it's been a little bit. But, for any new viewers, you may not know this about me, but, most people know me for a very particular Sonic fan game. And we have just enough time to do a single speedrun of it. To get back into the swing of things. Let me see. I need to change controllers. It's FTL! No! RE4. Oh my god. Whoosh. Oh, I don't have my input display. I forgot I also do that. And I need to change this. And I need to change this. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Is the game quieter than normal? It might be. It's also not on screen. Yeah, I think I have it a little bit lower than I normally do. Yes, I do. I think I normally have it here. Also, I seem to have adjusted my webcam, so I'm gonna have to fix that. So that I'm in the center of the box. Probably like right there would be good.
I've come here to
Okay,
obtain the
that's
secret
good.
of the pains of disaster from you. And
What?
magical gems that are the
What?
key to its secrets. The Chaos Emerald.
He's caught up. Yes, my personalized version of Sonic Adventure. I actually made this game. It's a little loud. Okay. I doubt anything's gonna happen, but I guess I'll start recording just in case. Am I now? So I'm, oh, of course, the fucking live split isn't working. That's funny. So about camera volumes, I did say that I was gonna play with the camera volumes off, but I did a practice run of all 3 stories yesterday, and no camera volumes kind of sucks. So I think I've just played with the camera volumes on for too long that it just felt so alien to have them off. So I'm not going to be doing that. At least for now. You'll cry when they release the full game for PO6? I'll cry first. Like, Flame Core is absolutely horrific without camera volumes.
If I do a homing attack on that robot, I'll be able to reach the other side. The Vulcan cannon shots don't hurt individually, but they'll cut down my range.
Oh my god. I don't know about back. I'll try to sneak it in because, oh, I have completely forgotten to mention until now, is if you have your Twitch account linked to your Discord account, and you are a subscriber to the Twitch stream, you have access to a poll for the Sonic speedrun I'm gonna learn. So make sure you vote for that. You have a week. The CD fans are not allowed in. So you know, do you understand how the auto camera versus the free camera works in Sonic Adventure Real Deal?
Thanks for waiting, Sonic.
Thank you, Tails. You saved me.
Sonic, Eggman's battleship went that way.
So many glitches. Yeah, Sonic 06 does have a lot of glitches. So I was predicting, but yeah. Think of camera volumes on being the auto camera and camera volumes off being the free camera.
Yahoo!
06's physics are a blend of SA1 and SA2. The only thing I can tell you, Blind Boy, is if you click the second link into the description of this stream, it's going to send you to my main channel. And on my main channel is a video titled, Yo, easy every time! Let's go. Also, Jelly, congrats on the 208 Gemless Flame Core. I forgot to say that. There's a 2-minute video titled The Confirmed Content that's going to be in the last release of PO6. And that video has what we know direct from the horse's mouth of what is confirmed to be in it. As far as I know, not everything that's going to be in it is what he listed, but that's what he said is guaranteed to be there. Or as guaranteed as a fan game can be. That's a certified dad joke, bro. Goddamn. Yo, it's easy every time? That sucks, Saberin. I used to be a manager for a car wash, and I worked there during the summer, and when it was like over 100, it was absolutely miserable. If you want a different explanation of no camera volumes, imagine just having the default camera all the time. There are still a few shots where the camera changes, but it's very, very few. Anyway, chat, we're in White Acropolis. Get to cat gems, Stelmo jams out, addition exclamation mark, jam, and check it out about Pylon with us, and let's rave. What's up, Chaos? Well, I guess you just told me what's up, and that sucks. Beats was having that issue yesterday when we were on VC. Just trying to get your streaks? Yo, let's go. Watch streak, another fantastic idea from Twitch. It's so weird when, like, things like a watch streak seem so obvious, but just, like, wow, I can't believe I never thought of that. Huh. And the PO6 speedruns are truly back now that Aniv's back in the chat.
Now that's a big snowball.
Sorry for the dumb joke. Hey, no worries, Nog. That's what camera volumes are, yes. You're correct. Like, that's a camera volume right there, where it just zoomed out and panned on Sonic. This is also a camera volume right here. And then it goes back to the default camera. That's why I said auto cam versus free cam in Sonic Adventure. It's essentially the same thing, same idea. In fact, I think I threw a suggestion at Chaos to call it auto camera versus free camera in PO6 as well. Because I think it's a little bit more intuitive for people who don't know what camera volumes are. Sonic 3 and Knuckles has the best board. Certainly. If we're talking about all the board sections across the Sonic games, though, Sonic Generations classic Sonic with the skateboard. It's so sick. I still remember the first time I saw that when I played Gens. I was like, whoa, dude! It was such a cool way to integrate the board section for classic Sonic. This is the most current public release of the game, is the Silver Patch version 1.4. Yo, what's up, Guitar Corpse? How's it going? You thought this was my main channel? Nope, this is my second channel. Used to be the main channel, though. Because I'm weird and quirky, I had to do it backwards, where, like, most YouTubers start with a main channel where they do, like, scripted content and then make a second channel for daily content, but I started with daily content and then did scripted content. Let's get the 360! Oh! Yep, exclamation mark silver will send you to the download link. Yo, someone got scammed. Goddamn. Bum. Lots of subs right now, so there should be tons of 360s. Or people who can use 360s. Bro got scammed.
The whole city's on fire. I've got to be careful if it goes underground, because it'll burst forth and try and surprise me.
It's absolutely possible. PO6 modding is very flexible because Beats literally works on PO6, so he can... And is a wizard, so he can make it work very easily. Like, not as it's easy to set up, but he can make things very easy to be flexible and add in custom code and such.
This lamppost. Maybe I can swing off of it. It looks like I can...
Like riding a bike, baby. Let's go. I love how Adventure Supersonic looks, like Adventure 1 and 2.
That tornado's carrying a car.
Yeah, I mean just, I know I'm probably using the wrong terminology for people who actually understand. But I mean, like, because Beats works on the game, he knows how it works internally, so when he makes the separate mod loader. Which, honestly, I really appreciate. I like that mods aren't a integrated thing into PO6. It's a separate thing you have to add in. Am I going to stream on Sonic's birthday stream? The 23rd is Tuesday, right? So, I don't see why I wouldn't. So being separate is better? Hey, well, there you go.
That was incredible.
I could read chat so much better when I'm playing PO6. Is there anything big happening this year for the 35th birthday? There's like a big stream event that has a lot of Sonic streamers doing a thing, I think, on the official Sonic the Hedgehog channel, so that's cool. Some of my homies like Emerald and Dawn are on there, which is so sick.
Are you all coming out to say hi? His weak point is the core of the head. Gotta hit it once.
I am not. I was not. I may have been approached about it, but if I was, I didn't see the email, which is very me, so... I will be streaming on that day, and I do have something planned, so...
That's not a nice welcome.
Actually, I should say we have something planned.
Cool. It's raining fire. Let's head into the volcano.
You think it was the crazy tax email? I did get an email about, I was really excited because the email header was like, Sega wanted us to reach out to you. And I was like, what? And then they said, about our new game, Crazy Taxi World Tour. And I was like, it was the meme with the guy where he's like happy face and then the sad face. I think I put the meme in shit posting. Someone can put that in general if they want. I don't think, unless it shows personal information, but I don't think it does.
Knuckles.
Don the Adventure 2 speedrunner? Adventure 2 speedrunner and just content creator and whatever. Both him and Emerald are awesome. I highly recommend them. Dawn just doesn't stream very much, but Emerald's pretty consistent. A boost game kind of is a Mach speed section. I don't really know. Like, remnants of the Mach speed sections exist, like the fucking Wyvern chase on Ares Island and stuff. Like, the Mach speed is just progenitor boost. It's not terribly different. What's up, Bestwood? Frontier speedruns can be pretty fun to watch.
Too easy. No sweat.
How's that Sonic's personality? I mentioned it before, like, while in the actual cutscenes for 06, Sonic's a fucking stick of wood. In fact, most of the characters are. Like, the in-stage dialogue is where his personality really shows. Like, even as cheesy as that tornado's carrying a car is, like, it feels very Sonic for him to say something like that.
There's gotta be a switch somewhere.
If only those same traits were shared in the cutscenes themselves. The movement you do for that speed shoe, fucking Jelly J is insane, by the way. I haven't watched your full run, but I've watched a couple levels, and your movement is just absurd.
This train is... Uh-oh, gotta speed up.
Yeah.
Is Elise on board? I'm almost there. Elise, hang on.
Beats, what do we think for our thing about integrating, like, a similar speed for the light dash as PO6? Yo, what's up, Joe? How you doing, brother? Well, this is actually my first and probably only run of the day. So, I mean, well, so far. Haven't really played the game in a month and a half, and we're meeting the average.
Let's run straight up.
PO6 tournament? Probably someday. I would just have to run it. And I'm a little busy. This is Sonic PO6, yep. Am I gonna cover Crazy Taxi? No.
Sonic, it looks like you can grab that line.
I'm only worth listening to at the moment if I'm talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. That's not like, oh, woe is me. It's like just the reality of things at the moment, which is like, fine. I don't care. I like the series. So it's very rare I deviate from that. Until I can get good enough to where I can make good content about anything. What's up, Cookie? How's it going, bro? I am not sure if that homing attack is good.
Let's rip.
Beats, did you hear what I said? I'm not sure.
Elise, are you all right?
Yes.
If he's here.
Gotta make sure it won't fall in the water. There's a route here.
That is quite accurate. It is a game amongst games.
Nice.
Thanks, Jelly. Enjoy dinner, man. Where's Shadow? He's coming.
So happy.
Let's try going up.
It's really hard to pin down the feel of the 2000 Sonic games. I think it mostly comes down to sincerity. Like, it's not trying too hard to be serious.
To me.
Or, like, it's serious, but it's not like, hey guys, look, we're serious again. Like something like Frontiers is. It's not afraid to get intense as well. Like what I've mentioned before, Like, I feel current Sonic writing, not like Shadow Gens, but like forces. Like, imagine the Adventure 2 Eggman finds out. Eggman finds out about the fake emerald, that whole cutscene where he's got the gun pointed at Amy. Like, if that was written in the 2010s, like, Sonic would just make fun of him. But, like, in Adventure 2, I think what makes the scene, despite its remarkably, like, not good presentation, what makes the scene really work is that Sonic does take out, like, Eggman as a threat. And does a jab at him, but it's not, like, a super demeaning jab. Like, you turned into a big-time villain, Doctor. Like, I think Shadow Gens does a really good job of bringing back the sincerity of the Adventure era. Castle Skip Pog, let's go. Yeah.
That's a lot of enemies.
Yo, what's up, Not a Sonic Channel?
You go at your least. Silver, it's all yours.
I love upgrades that allow you to go back and find new routes in previous levels. I love when Sonic does action RPG stuff. Well, that's what I've like talked about, Joe, is that I think a big part when it comes to stories is that the characters don't take the story seriously. And if the characters themselves aren't taking the situation seriously, why should I care? You know? Like, there is fun in that. It's why I'm like, if Colors was the only game that had that kind of vibe, it would have been nice. But it's like, why should I give a shit if Eggman's fucking punching the wall saying he'll strangle a Zeddy when it's all... In that very same cutscene, it starts with the pun entire... That was cool. Pun entirely intended. Man, I got so much more from the reservoir I can pull from since I did the Sonic-a-thon.
The battleship will take off any minute. Tails, Knuckles, let's hurry.
I also do think a huge issue is the presentation in Frontiers. Since most of the cutscenes you experience, like, you know, Tails and Chaos Island fucking rotating around like a rotisserie chicken.
It looks like it was really advanced.
Like, it's kind of like SA1, where the presentation is like so not good, it's distracting. Crossover games are also great for hype moments in Aura, which is basically the entirety of Subspace. Also, Frontiers has the huge issue of, especially in the later cutscenes, the characters take forever to fucking talk to each other. Like I mentioned during that playthrough, like, for some reason, dialogue exchanges, there's like 1 to 2 seconds of pause before the next thing happens. And I know yada yada unfinished game, but it sucks. Especially when it's juxtaposed with cutscenes in that game that actually are, like they have, like, good animation and pacing. I don't think Sonic stories need to be dark at all. Ironically enough, I don't think like Sonic 3 and K or Sonic Unleashed's stories are particularly dark, like theming wise or anything. I think they're very good with their tone. Unleashed is, like, if we're including games with cutscenes, Unleashed is my favorite story.
I'll take care of the rest.
3 and K is just like my favorite story overall, but obviously it doesn't have cutscenes or anything.
Dang, where's the switch to turn off the laser?
Knuckles, thanks. All right, let's roll.
Hey, I said that. Chaos stole my thunder. Now I lost the clout. I guess I can let him have this one. It is in my nature to help small and upcoming YouTubers like Jay's Reviews. It's not about darker, more serious, about being sincere. You said it more formally? Ah, fuck off. I'm trying to play a video game here at the same time.
That was incredible.
Guess I can't make that a short.
Elise is on that battleship? Wait up, we're coming!
Yeah. I would say definitely with 06, I don't know if it's the case for Frontiers as well, is like 06 is probably just the dubbing thing that they had to match the... Like they didn't have the time to like reanimate the voice lines. They definitely didn't in that case. So they just had to match the English dialogue with the Japanese lip flaps. Which is also what happens in Adventure 2, but that's kind of the reverse thing where like there's a cutscene where Shadow literally just interrupts himself because of it. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully Jay's reviews will finally get some attention. Well earned. Well, that's what I'm saying, like, when you have Tails doing one of these guys, to turn and say something serious to Sonic, it really takes you out of it. Wow, I actually cannot believe how good this time is. Yeah, SA1 has the exact same problem. I just like the bones of SA1 a lot more. Because the emeralds being not from Sonic's world really pisses me off. Like, not like, I'm so mad, why would they do this? Like, just more of a case of enjoying storytelling. Like, it's the same shit when I saw Aliens for the first time in Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm like, are you for real?
Dr. Eggman, what is he up to this time?
Do you think it's forever?
He's lost both arms. That's my chance. It'll be off balance, so I can knock it down.
Yeah, that's why I hope they continue with, like, the short 2 to 3 hour experience games. I know there will always be the people that'll be like, that's not a full-price video game. I don't know, make DLC with more levels. It's too bad that there isn't a game in the series that's all about reusing levels from previous games and updating them for the modern mechanics that could easily integrate new levels into its format or anything. That'd be really beneficial for Sonic, so they don't have to reuse the same themes all the time, but shame something like that doesn't exist.
Haha, Dr. Eggman is no match for me.
We don't need to stay long. Let's go.
Nope, this is Shadow. Oh, I fucked up. How can I salvage this?
I'll have to use missiles.
I guess I'm just gonna do this. I probably could have done a single spear there. That kind of worked. Hello, Marco.
Yes.
All right.
They wouldn't make a Sonic maker because turns out it's actually really hard to make a Sonic level. It's easy to pick apart, but it's very difficult to make a good one. I think 5 hours is kind of the limit when it comes to a playthrough for a Sonic game. And I'm specifically talking about like a playthrough of the main story. Because like SA2 has a shit ton of side content. And like that's why I would enjoy the game to be short, because then you can get more hours out of it with the side content. And because Sonic games are like big on the replay factor, it'd be fantastic because I don't want to replay a game that takes fucking 8 to 10 hours to get through on replay, but a game that takes 2 hours? Okay. Especially as an adult, like with less time.
It looks like it's equipped with heavy weapons. I bet its legs are pretty fragile.
Well, I think of it in the case of like a movie. Like a movie, I think a good movie is like an hour and a half long to an hour and 45 minutes long. I think that's a perfect amount of time to tell a story. So like, take that and then add like 3 hours of gameplay in between all the cutscenes.
Okay, let's get going.
You can use this vehicle to get across the lake.
I also think, obviously, in-stage dialogue, which they kind of stopped doing in a way, and instead just put whole-ass cutscenes in. Like, in-stage dialogue is a good way to get more story out of your runtime as well. Oh, it's bad. Did you do it? How long did it take you? Because I got, like, very near the end of Team Dark in 7 hours.
I think I can knock that structure down.
Yo, sick. Well, that's why I love Shadow Gens, is it's a smaller, more tightly focused experience. That's fun to replay. Because, and I know because Chaos talks a lot about this, the main issue when it comes to especially AAA game development is time. Make a shorter game, you have more time to make the whole game better. Across the board. The only reason to not do that is because of the chodes who are like, I spent $60, so I should get 60 hours of playtime from the game. Like, bro, when you go out to eat, do you need fucking 60 hours of food if you spend $60? Yeah, and if the game does well, add DLC. But like I mentioned before in that interview, like, when DLC gets made, sometimes it might just be to sell more copies of the game. There's so much content, though. Like, there's so much Sonic content. There may not be a new mainline game, but we got, like, the movies coming out. Crossworlds came out. There's the Sonic Pico Park, Sonic Rumble, except that wasn't great. Was Dream Team before or after Frontiers? I don't remember. Like, I guess it's because I'm so, entrenched into the series now that, like, it just doesn't really bother me. Like, I would love for something to get announced, but I'm not clamoring for anything new. I haven't played Dream Team since it launched, and I played it on an old MacBook. I don't remember it being, like, super stellar, but it was kind of fun. I don't think there's really a revival. I think Sonic is well and revived from the movies. This isn't gonna make it, unfortunately. Oh, never mind! Easy every time, not a single doubt. Well, there's a good amount of side content in Shadow Generations, and if you go through the replay route, like, you still have all the challenges to play, there's the hard mode, there's using Doom Wings and not using Doom Wings, like, there's a lot of replay value in Shadow Gens. I think the culprit is just that you don't like Shadow Gens, so... Not that I'm saying that that's invalid or anything, I'm just saying that that might be the reason. Maybe not an apples to apples comparison, but Project 06 is like a 2-hour game, and I love the shit out of it. Pretty good first run. Oh god, he's better than me, now he can just judge my gameplay. I hate to tell you, Jelly J, but it doesn't go up much from here. For my standards, I'm actually playing really well.
Yes.
Well, that's why I think, like, if Sonic games had a more in-your-face New Game Plus mode, like, that would be really helpful. Like, just packaging the replay value different. Like, Adventure 2 very much has, like, New Game Plus, but it's just not really advertised or anything. And to be fair, that's also before New Game Plus was really a thing. Like, literally fucking Zelda 1, like... Alright, you beat the main story, now give it another try with all your upgrades or something. All the vehicle sections in PO6 are skippable other than the ones you're forced into. In terms of extrinsic motivation for replay value, I would agree SA2 does it the best. Because it's got legitimate New Game Plus, along with really good multiplayer. Like, talk about a great way to incentivize replaying the levels. Just have the levels be the multiplayer. Like, lower the graphics, go split screen, and let us race each other. That's all. That's all Sonic multiplayer really needs to be, honestly. Achievements are alright. I stand as, like, a non-achievement hunter, if it's not, like, extrinsically in the game.
Rouge, you saved me.
Like, I know it's, like, pedantic as fuck, but something like what Unleashed Recompiled does with achievements gives me a lot more motivation to do it compared to, like, just how regular Steam or PlayStation achievements work. Like, it just being in the game itself is enough for more motivation. Most of them don't know what made the Chow Garden great. They could still make, like, a good Chow Garden. I don't think you have to know what made the Chow Garden great to appreciate the Chow Garden being in a Sonic game. And it's been talked about to death, but like a Chow Garden mobile game would make fucking gangbusters. Just don't worry, there are plenty of 30-year-old Sonic fans that would play a game with the Chow Garden in it. Unrealistic things from it? Who would be in their 30s? Not I. Yo, what's up, Pedrux? How's it going? I don't know if a forced vehicle section is fundamentally bad, because there is something to be said about... Oh, I didn't get full chaos boost, whoopsie. There is something to be said about games giving you a break from the main gameplay so that you miss it and, like, want to come back to it. And the vehicle sections in PO6 aren't too long. So it's just like this short little break. The thing that kind of sucks is that the vehicles tend to be in sections that have some pretty cool platforming in them, or could have some pretty cool platforming in them, like Wave Ocean. Yes. So that's what kind of sucks about it. Like Crisis City Section 3, I think is fine as a forced vehicle section. On some World Cup and chatting? Yo, let's go. Yeah, and then, like, imagine having a mobile game, Chow Garden, that would link to a main series game, Chow Garden. Kind of like how the advanced games did. Like, that would be... That'd be crazy. Yeah. At least Shadow gets End of the World in Kingdom Valley Section 1, so there is some redemption there. In the context of all the stages in 06, I think it makes sense that he glides over it first, or else he's just doing the same section again. But it is Kingdom Valley Section 1, so it's not really a big deal.
If I'm not careful, I'll fall.
Are you scouting me out, Jelly J? Is that what's happening? For the sake of consistency of how you play through the stage, though, like, Kingdom Valley Section 1 and Shadow's Kingdom Valley would have to be the first one he does. It would be weird if it weren't. Now, a Kingdom Valley Section 1 with Blaze and Silver's Kingdom Valley, now that could be something. What do you mean by scouting? I'm dumb. Okay. Playing it off. Yo, 150. That's pretty good. Yeah. Like I said, that's sort of like a rumor thing that some exec allegedly said, that like just the money they received from Pokemon could like run Nintendo for 50 years if they didn't do anything else. I do like spicy food, yes. It was like this weird epiphany moment for me because I was always a bitch with spicy food, and then one day I bought Aldi jalapenos and I never went back. If there is a spicy version of a food, I am going to get that. I think that spicy stuff kind of diminishes in quality after habanero heat, though. And then it just becomes more about how hot it is. Versus... Like, for me, Kahlua is probably the perfect amount of heat. Maybe a little bit spicier than, like, standard Kahlua. Yeah. Well, the problem with Chow Garden and SA2 is that it's required to get the emblems. Like, it's just not a full side mode. And I think that that's a misstep. Chow Garden's also required for the emblems in SA1, too. And it's like, when you're doing something that's completely unrelated to Sonic gameplay, or like, in any game, really. Because the Chow Garden is treated as a side mode. It's not like gummy ship missions in Kingdom Hearts or something, where it's like it's very much part of the core gameplay that you take the gummy ship to different worlds and stuff. Like, there's not an in-universe reason the Chow Garden exists, I suppose. Well, Chow Garden would be a lot more fun if you could actually control your Chow during the races and during the karate instead of just cheering them on. But I don't know how feasible it would be to do something like that for Dreamcast. Wasabi is, like, at the high end of my spice tolerance.
Guess that was all right.
Like, I start disliking spicy when all I can taste is that it's spicy.
I'll take him down. No matter
Vehicle is the
what
only
does.
thing Shadow Campaign has going for it. Otherwise, it's just Sonic, but you press A more. The Chaos Spear, how it functions in PO6 is definitely, like, enough variance, but there's also no real problem with Shadow being a clone of Sonic. Like, he's just a skin swap in SA2, and
I'm starting to feel his presence.
he's still
Let's
fun.
go.
In terms of level design, though, I agree with you. Like, the 06 level design is very messy in Shadow's case. And I believe part of that reason is because, Shadow was the last one worked on.
Not to get caught up in this sand wave.
At least I think it was Shadow. What do they actually mean? Getting free clout. No, I've never done 100% of SA1 or SA2. I know there's gonna be one day it's gonna be a sub goal and we're gonna hit it on a marathon, but that day has not come yet. I have not had Indian food. There is an Indian cuisine place and a Thai cuisine place near us. We just haven't been there because we found a new Mexican restaurant called Casa Tequila, and anytime Haley and I want to eat out, I subtly nudge toward it. Because the food there is super good and it's, like, very cheap for the quality. I've never had Thai food, but I want to try it.
Omega's done it. Let's hold on.
Maybe a day of joy for you because you just have to watch it. I dread the day I'm gonna have to do the treasure hunting extra missions in SA2.
Okay, let's charge ahead.
Because you gotta A rank all of them as well.
I'll defeat Memphis.
If I'm making lots of money while doing it, it will be great.
looks like you need to. This lotus will throw you.
Oh my god.
This lotus will throw you high in the air.
Drew, I have gone on the record saying that. That it's only 5 playthroughs and then the game becomes incredible.
It looks like it could be trouble.
Remember, the title of the video is how every Sonic game eventually becomes good. Not great, or amazing, or perfect.
It looks like you need to take.
Hey, as long as you're serving me cheese, chicken, and rice, and whatever way, I'm there.
All right.
Every Sonic game become great. They're better. They're all the same quality of Sonic
For
Generations.
me, it's a piece of cake.
Great! Let's go!
Every playthrough is like a new sequel? Okay, that's a little overkill. The game has to stop at some point.
Attacks of that flying monster and counterattack.
I also say that. I think the first playthrough of a Sonic game should be fun enough to incentivize you to want to go back to it, yes. Sonic games intrinsically having replayability in their DNA makes a shit ton of sense, because you're given a character that can go really, really fast. But your first playthrough, you're not going to go really, really fast because you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Leave this to me.
It's a lot easier to drive a car the 100th time you drive it versus the first time you drive it. Evergreen game? Sonic Generations, man. That shit's great. That's why Boost is fantastic for casuals. I think it's an amazing way to incentivize replayability.
Nowhere near over.
Because it's less complex in terms of you don't have to think about how Sonic gets the speed anymore. You just have to figure out how to maintain it.
This whole area is destroyed.
Oh, don't worry, Philip. We got a long list.
Let's do this quickly!
Anytime I say, like, I think that a person's first Sonic game should be Generations, I always get met with the, like, but you won't appreciate the series because you didn't play the games that Generations takes from. And it's like, no, dog. Like, it makes the most sense. It's like a perfect catch-up game to get you to the point of where Generations was at the time. And in some cases, the quality of the representation of the game in Generations is better than the original game.
It looks like this load is
And it's still really cool to have the opportunity to play Generations, then go back to the game the stage originates from and go, oh, that's cool, where they took. So it's both directions, not just one. It's fun both ways.
If I can hit that ball with this. Those enemies look like they're guarding that cage. It seems I'll need to defeat them first. I've got to hurry! Great!
Yeah, all it does is reverse the order. Like, it's the same thing with any remake, really.
That was easy!
Like, you don't have to play the original game first to appreciate what a remake does. Like, it goes both directions. Like, you can play the original first and appreciate what the remake does from it, or you can play the remake first and appreciate what the original does.
Psychokinesis to grab that robot's bomb and throw them back.
Sure, yeah.
Down each time you touch it. Be careful carrying.
Okay, messed up a little bit. I need to not move silver at all. That's the problem there. And it messes up the setup.
Leave this up to me.
Amy!
I think the big thing about the original RE4 playing like ass for those people is because you can't move and shoot at the same time. Like, it's a very weird thing because we've had 21 years of games since RE4 that moving and shooting is just intrinsically part of a shooter game. And because RE4 doesn't do that, it's weird. I like it because of how much tension it builds. But I could also see, like, muscle memory being an issue. Obviously, I'm speaking in generalities. Doesn't work all the time.
Hey, how about going down? Now you can move on.
Video games just are the medium where remakes make the most sense.
Not careful, I'll fall.
Attacks are useless while the shield.
Since they're very interactive mediums.
I might be able to make a path leading up.
And the technology leaps have been gigantic. Until, like, probably
Those enemies look like
PS4, Xbox One is when the quality leaps haven't been nearly as substantial. Yeah, also because there's a chance that the original game could have more archaic design. Like,
ball in that hole over there.
starting with the remake is probably good. Cool, man. Well, I'm glad you enjoy Unleashed. Get good enough at anything, you'll enter a flow state, not even just Sonic games. I just apply it to Sonic games so people listen.
Let's hurry. All right.
You need to defeat all the enemies.
When people work that way? Wait, what do you mean? Or what are you responding to, rather? I missed it.
It seems those enemies are involved with that door somehow. In any case, let's
I think I went the wrong direction here.
Did they think they'd stop me with this?
When people evolve to enjoy the new thing? Oh, interesting.
Where's the entrance to Eggman's base?
Security's tight. You don't want to be discovered. Be careful.
Like, let me tell you, first learning to make YouTube videos and YouTube shorts was a grueling and awful process. But now that I've been doing it for 3 years for a full-time amount of hours, like, it's way, way easier, and I actually kind of like it now. Because we have this thing in our brains that when we're good at a thing, it gives us a sense of pride. Accomplishing stuff is cool. And accomplishing stuff that's not too easy, but just easy enough makes us feel good. They haven't changed the prices? That's crazy.
That was easy.
I don't think RE4 has many outdated things.
I'm not going to let the Iblis trigger get away.
Like, it's just a very solid game through and through. Moving and shooting could be, like, the only one that, like, yeah, it's nice, but also all of the balance of the game would break if you could move, because all of the challenge was designed around not being able to move and shoot, so, like...
I can't grab lasers with my psychokinesis. It looks like
I never had an issue with opening the attaché case, though. Like, that's not even something I think about. when I play RE4. Yeah, and what I was talking about before, like, there's something, like, about non-boost Sonic of just, like, it's so cool that you also achieve that speed. Like, you unlock the speed. And I think that's part of the sauce that's missing. And while boost has a lot of upsides and is great for, like, fulfilling the speed fantasy for a lot more people because you don't have to put in any effort to go super fast, like, there's an element that the older games have that's missing. Because it's like, yeah, when I beat Green Hill Zone in 30 seconds, it's because I unlocked the speed in order to do so, not that it was already handed to me at the beginning.
Shadow, I'll be looking out for your truth.
And that's what I mean, even with something like PO6. I don't even remember if I talk about this in the exhaustive look video, but like, the fastest way to move with Silver is the teleport dash. And the teleport dash goes the same speed, and if you do the same inputs, it goes the same distance every time. When I do a spin dash with Sonic or Shadow, that's not always the case. And I think that's what makes it more interesting, is that I don't know if I'm guaranteed to get the same speed every single time when I, you know, do the same moves. Because maybe I didn't hold X for nearly as long or something. Fuck you. I'm not saying that it's something that I necessarily think needs to change, but I can't lie that I'm excited to hopefully have the whole spear gliding thing. There's no variance. And that's what I mean in the early boost games like Unleashed and Generations, there was variance. Oh, Silver can't make that. Okay. Well, there's something that I've seen... There's an idea I've seen played with that, like, rolling down hills filled your boost gauge. So, like, the idea is that you would use the environment to gain boost and then use the boost to help you on the uphill parts. But that's never been explored in an official title. That'd be really interesting. I don't know how that would play, Chaos. But the only thing is, there's like nothing in Silver's story that makes him move faster than his teleport dash speed. So I don't know how much of an effect that would actually have. But I'm not, like I think about Boost Sonic, I don't think it's bad, it's just there's less variance, which, replaying the game thousands of times like I have, like, that's when I start really noticing it. Is that 3D in my 3D Sonic game? Get the hell out of here. That's why I think the reverse thing of giving Silver a spear gliding type thing is more interesting, because now it becomes a question of like, okay, I have the speed, now how do I maintain it for longer? Though I do think that unlike spear gliding, like, Silver should probably still decelerate just at a lower rate than he does if you weren't slapping the air. I think I have my camera inverted. I don't know how I just noticed it now. Maybe I'm just not used to it. I have no idea what's happening. Because I've only noticed it now with Silver. So I think this is actually the normal, like, X-axis. I think it's inverted, like, by default. I don't remember. No, this is definitely how I normally have it. I think I just thought about it too hard. It is inverted, though. Like, I left on the right stick. Camera moves right. Now I'm becoming senile.
Darn it! I should have realized Eggman's scheme.
Yeah, at least in Unleashed, there are a bajillion million rings, but
I'll take it from here.
at the very minimum, there's like reward for collecting a bunch of rings with like the souvenirs and the shops and the different worlds and stuff, so that's nice. Castles get Pog number 2, by the way. And that's why I love the blue gem so much, because, like, it's a short burst of speed, but the blue gem effect also persists in the air. So when you jump out of the blue gem is also really important. As I know I get comments like, well, isn't the blue gem just a little boost anyway? Which, like, isn't really a dig because I like boost, so it doesn't really matter if it's a little like Boost Sonic. It's not like the adventure style spin dash isn't like Boost either, you're just mashing the button more often. Which I think is superior to holding. Because I like, my brain likes it if I'm doing lots of inputs versus less inputs. I would delete 06. That's easy. Easy to play, hard to master is like the sweet spot for any video game. Doesn't really matter the genre or anything. Easy enough to get you invested, but a lot of playtime. Blue Gem's kinda like Unleashed. It's not exactly the same. With what mindset? Easy to learn, hard to master? I think the classic games are very much that. If we're including fan games like PO6 and SRB2 are also that. PO6 has a bit of a higher skill floor than your standard Sonic game though, but I think that comes down to, like, just because it's incomplete, like there's not solid tutorialization of the mechanics that every character has and how everything works. Because all the characters have a lot of abilities, comparatively. Yeah, but I guess all of them is also a thing. I suppose maybe Forces doesn't because it's not hard to master. Like, at least in the main story stages, your first playthrough is going to be pretty close to your 5th or whatever. It is kind of funny, though, that one of the biggest digs against Sonic 06 is its long load times, which is hilarious because the amount of time it takes to load in 06 is now basically the industry standard for big AAA games. So I guess it was just ahead of the curve in being bad.
I'll have to get closer and use my power directly.
The frequency of them is also not amazing, but that's also something some AAA games suffer from.
Nice job.
Damn, let's go!
Great!
Also, just having the more rings equals more speed. Maybe not something like Sonic Unleashed, because it just takes way too much to notice a significant difference. But... Sploosh!
A blue hedgehog. Can it be true?
Like, that's why I fucking love Advance 2's boost so much. Loading into Boulder Gates 3 today, that's crazy.
Whoa!
Every game needs a fishing minigame, true. It needs a minigame like Breath of the Wild's fishing minigame, where you just blow them up.
Be careful. They'll charge in suddenly. Dodge the attack and counterattack. Darn. Why now? Hey! Are you trying to crash on purpose?
Oh, I needed to jump there. And then I didn't need to jump there. Really, I think Breath of the Wild is still a pretty good game. At least for me, the most replayable Zelda. Because Zelda games are really kind of one and dones for me. I don't go back to them much. Wow. The muscle memory is thick. Alrighty, folks, that's going to be it for me today. I'll make sure to make that announcement channel in the Discord, and I'm saying it out loud so I remind myself to do it. But I'm live every Monday through Friday in the morning. Anytime between 9 a.m. CST and 11 a.m. CST is when I go live, and then we usually go a little bit longer after that. It was an early one today, so I'm gonna be out of your hair now, but I enjoyed the stream today, guys. Hope you did too. And I'll see you tomorrow with some more Sonic the Hedgehog. So until then, thank you, Jelly J. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see